Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Beaver coming to you with another episode 18 of Beyond the Gates. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do like the content, the more I do go through the algorithm, and more people will start to view my commentary on the road to 7,000. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. So if y'all can subscribe to the channel, that'll be so great. If you can like the video, that will be so great. All right, so here we are. The episode kind of picks up where it left off, where Danny was on the floor. She's like in a drunken spiral. Like she's passed out on the floor, home alone by herself. Luckily, Andre comes in and he sees her and he goes and he awakes her. He's like, hey, like get up or whatever. She doesn't even know she passed out. She just confused as ever. All right, so now back over here at Dana, Lesley, and Eva's home. Eva is happy about, everything that went down. But Dana Lesley, she's upset because she said that Ted got her kicked out of the party. Eva's like, how you know Ted got her kicked out the party? And she was like, I just know, because we all know when we watched it on the last episode, he threatened her. So even though he did threaten her and told her to leave his wife alone, he still wasn't the one that put her out the party. Your daughter did, Dana Lesley. Your daughter kicked you out. And so yeah, so they end up talking or whatever, and she's saying that she was going to blow up the spot. She was going to tell everybody the big surprise, but she ended up getting kicked out. And Eva really is trying to change the subject. Eva's whole thing is like she really don't want to do that no more. Like she wants to tell him that, yeah, I'm your daughter, but not in that way. And so Eva changes the subject. She brings up Kat, and she was saying, Kat is over here, what I'm saying, pretty much messing with me, but she got her back by talking to Kat's boo thing, which is Thomas. And she was talking about, Thomas, he was very handsome. He's a lawyer, just kind of big up in him. And the mom is like, you need to stay away from him. He's a creeper. Because at first I didn't know what she said. I was like, did she say creeper or keeper? But yeah, she said creeper. All right. So now back over at Haley and Bill's home. Haley is upset like she was on the last episode. She's still upset because she says that she is not getting the respect that she thought that she would have, being that she's married to Bill. Bill can go out and people will respect him because, he has a name for himself. He's the great esquire. He's the lawyer around town. And she felt in her mind, before they got, she felt in her mind that they would still have that respect for her, not knowing that she's living in Danny's world. So therefore, she was like, she just wants to call it quit. She was like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this. She don't want to be married anymore, because in her head, she wasn't thinking that it would be like this. And he told her, he was like, hold on, y'all. He told her, he was like, what happened to this girl, this strong girl that went and confronted Danny? What happened to that girl? She was like, look, I don't even know if I'm that strong no more. I didn't think that it was going to be like this. All right, so like I said earlier, Andre came in and found Danny on the floor. So, they kind of talk a little bit about their woes, but Andre's whole thing is, Danny, you can't be like this. Like, you can't be consulting the vodka every time you feel alone, lonely, and abandoned. I know you've been through a lot, but you're going to have to try to do other things instead of drinking on this vodka. And she said that she's not going to drink it anymore, but hey, time will tell. So Ashley is actually starting to gain feelings for Andre. She had this whole flashback about him attempting to kiss her, and she kind of smiled about it. So she's actually toying with the thoughts of being with Andre. And her boyfriend, he knows something is going on, but he calls her and invites her to her home for lasagna that he cooks. So when she's get there, they don't even get the chance to eat because he's still taking calls. He's supposed to be on leave, but he's still taking calls to go off to work. But he said a firefighter's job is never done. And she's just like, oh my God, I didn't think that you would do this, but he went off to work anyway. Now, Eva's whole thing is like, why are you saying that this man is a creeper? And she was like, look, you don't need to get involved with him because you don't want Kat to make up any reason for you not to be inside the house. And Dana Lesley whole thing is like, I need to find another way to, she said she needs to find another way to expose the fact that, Eva is his daughter. And Eva don't want to do it. She was like, I don't know. And then she brought up the fact about him having their honeymoon, and maybe Eva should, you know, do a party for them. Like, you should do this whole event celebrating their anniversary. And Eva's is like, first of all, how do you know when they anniversary? So apparently when she was cheating around with the man, he canceled a date on her because it was his anniversary and he couldn't be hanging out with her like that. And that made Dana Lesley feel some type of way. So I guess she always remembered in the back of her mind the date of their anniversary. And Eva is making up all these excuses like she doesn't have anything on her calendar. Like, I can't just go in there saying y'all should do this and y'all should do that. But Dana Lesley is like, yeah, you could do it. You could do it. Like, you've done everything else. But Eva really doesn't want to do it. She don't want to do that. But she said, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do this for me. So she finally convinced Eva that she should do it. All right, so now Andre was over there at Danny's house, and he said he wasn't gonna leave. He was gonna stay there with her all night, but child, I guess soon as she fell asleep, he done went on over to Nicole's house. And he was talking to Nicole, and they agreed that he need to leave Ashley alone. And it's so funny how once he agreed to leave her alone because she is with somebody, now Ashley is entertaining thoughts about them being together. Why it always work like that? Why is it always like that? He leaves it alone. He puts the gesture out there. She catches it. Her man ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as trying to be safe and not go to work. So now it's entertaining. She's entertaining thoughts about Andre. Now Andre not entertaining thoughts about her no more. But if Ashley were to give into it, he not going to reject her. You know how it happens. But anyway, they talk about that or whatever, but then Andre say, you might need to check on your sister. Like, I don't really know her, but I'm just saying I seen her and she really wasn't herself. She seems like she's going through. And Nicole's whole thing is, well, she did good at my hosting. She did a really good job. We went out to lunch. She was okay. He was like, yeah, she probably was okay then, but from experience, it's in the lonely times when it hurts the worst. It's not good. So maybe you should check on her. And Nicole is like, you're right. I should check more on my sister. All right. So now Nicole and Ted, they're talking about their anniversary. Ted brings up this hilarious idea about them escaping for 2 weeks to go into all the baseball games. Nicole said, I'm not about to be eating hot dogs, sitting on hard benches doing this for, going to baseball games or whatever. And then, they kind of joke about it. They joke about it. But just in the nick of time, the conversation is about their anniversary. And guess who comes in? Oh, we're going to get there in a minute. Okay, so now you have Ashley. Ashley mom's come over. She's one of the gossip girls. And she's looking at the photo that Ashley had put out. And it was the one that Andre did. And they ate dinner and all that stuff. Woo, 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 right? And so Ashley brings up that she kind of felt some type of Ashley suggested that the mom take the photo. The mom is like, why do you want me to take the photo? Because she says she feels weird about it. Why do you feel weird about it, Ashley? I feel weird about it because now I feel like I'm starting to like him. That's really pretty much what it is. And then, she told her mom about him trying to attempt to kiss her and all that stuff. But the mama know. The mama just like anybody else. The mom knows that Andre is some kin to the Richardsons, which is some kin to the Duprees, which own Fairmont and everything else in that little gate that they talking about. And the mom, in my head, the mom is like, shoo, you get with Andre, you in, then I'll be in. It's all about pomp and circumstances, who you know and being in the know. So it actually would make the mama feel good if she dated Andre, but she just ain't gonna say that out there like that. But she was like, hey, you shouldn't stop being friends with him. Mama, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell me, hey, this good looker. You know what? It's just he didn't act on it though. You shouldn't stop being friends with him. I'm like, Mama, you know what you're doing. You setting this whole thing up, and Ashley, she's entertaining it too. So anyway. And so as Eva walks in, they're talking about their whole honeymoon. Eva excuse as to coming over to their house so late is because she has that dress that she got from Cat. What the mama call a cat in the hat? But anyway, what she said, sneaky cat in the child, some with a cat, how Dana Lesley had brought up. But anyway, so and she was like, Eva said, yeah, I'm just dropping off this dress that I got clean for Kat. I don't want her to be out here acting crazy with me. So yeah. And then they start talking about the little honeymoon. And then that's when Eva suggests maybe you all should do a dinner. I could book you a dinner, or we could just probably have a party, whatever. They was like, party, okay. So Nicole said, I'm not gonna even have time to plan all that stuff. I don't want to put all that stress on you. And Ted is like, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. It ain't gonna probably be nothing small when it comes to Ted, but hey, we could put our minds together and see how it works. They like, okay, cool. We gonna end up having a party. Just a part of Dana Leslie's plan. Now back over at the house, Haley walks in and she sees Bill, and he has this whole candlelit dinner laid out for her. It puts them back in the mind of Italy. He plays one of the pieces of music that they were listening to when they were out there watching him, I guess, in the courtyard, watching the people play. And it gives her with these earrings that she was looking at when she was back there in Italy or whatever. And she was like, Bill, you just listen to me. You always listen to me and all that other stuff. And he was just like, yeah, I want to make you happy. Just like you said, we were good when it was just us, and he said he wants to bring that feeling back to her all the time. Although, what I'm saying, although you may not get it all the time, but he just wants to bring it to her just a little bit more to let her feel safe. Because Haley did bring up the notion, like, earlier in the conversation, before this whole dinner thing happened, she brought up the notion. She was just like, I think you like, this combativeness between you and Danny, the way she broke up in our house, the way she tore up our picture, how everybody, she feels that Bill likes it. So he's trying to reassure her that, I don't like what Danny is doing. I'm on your side, and we're just going to try to make the best of this work. It's just going to be pretty much them two against everybody else. And that's pretty much what that is. All right, so Danny is at the house. She looks over at the vodka bottle, and then she goes and she pours it out. But I'm like, girl, I know that ain't your only stash of vodka, but it is what it is. I'm glad you're taking steps to try to not get so divulged into the vodka. All right, so Eva comes home, and Dana Lesley is like, did it happen? And Eva said, yeah, they're going to have a party. And Dana Lesley is happy. She's like, yes, the plan is about to work. So I think this is pretty much it for episode 18. Yep. And again, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's it for Beyond the Gates. And I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great day. Bye.